Hello, beautiful soul, and thank you so much for tuning in again. I am Astar, and welcome to 𝑓. So, I'm very excited about this video because today is the first time I am doing a candle wax reading. And I'm actually very excited to see what comes through. So, it's my very first time ever, and why not doing it on camera? That's what I thought. So, here I am, and yeah, I don't have a specific intention for this reading. I just want to see what comes through, and I allow Spirit to channel any messages for the collective that are wanting to come through right now. And you can sit back and relax and just allowing this to be a very meditative experience also for you. Just as I'm tuning into the energies and settling into the moment. Just give me a moment to tune into the energy. I'm hearing the words repulsion and attraction. There is something that is gathering in your life. There are many groups that are being formed, and they kind of are all separate. Oh, okay, there is a chain reaction. There is definitely a regrouping of something. New components come together to form a new whole. And in order for that process to take place, some things need to leave, others are being regrouped. It's very interesting how, there are groups being formed. I'm being made to feel your surroundings are going to shift, but in a way where, you didn't expect it, or it happened in a way where you didn't see it coming. I'm seeing a relocation for some, and it keeps creating a chain reaction, like this move, this relocation is gonna start a chain reaction. But there is some regrouping of energies that is needing to take place for this to happen. You might feel a lot of solar flares, a lot of ascension symptoms, a lot of overwhelming energies, scattered energies, not really seeing the chain, not really seeing the group, not really seeing the structure. But it's the chaos that allows a new structure to be born. In order to create a new structure that is more in alignment with our soul. Things are starting to solidify. And once this new structure is solidified, whatever that means for you, may it be a shift in location, a shift in jobs, a shift in relationships. Once the shift is done, once the change is done, I'm seeing new stability. Hardships are over, is what I'm hearing. There is a new set of challenges. Most of the challenges that happened up until this point were here for healing, for expansion, for growth. There is a new set of challenges coming in. But I'm not seeing challenges that are challenging as such. I'm seeing challenges that are more like a game. Challenge accepted is what I'm hearing. It's like a game to be played. playing a game that feels like a game. Yes, it's a challenge. Maybe it's pushing us out of our comfort zones. But I'm seeing a lot of prosperity as a result. It's almost like a new continent has been formed on that basis. And that's why at the beginning the energies were very scattered. And it took some time for a solid ground to take shape. But it's exactly this movement, this chaos, this regrouping of energies, this shifting, moving, cleaning, cleansing, purging, that allows a new solid foundation to be born. And on that solid foundation we can build something of substance. Some of you are stepping into a leadership position. I'm seeing strong presence, online presence. Some of you are having a following. Doesn't need to be social media. Can also be through writing, music. I'm definitely seeing a presence for some of you. Or just for your local community, taking the leadership position. Being a leader of awakened consciousness. Forming new bonds. Now it's starting to branch out. It's like you stepping into this leadership position is building bridges. It's almost a gathering of tribes. It's coming together. It's yes, you are stepping into a role of bringing people together. Forming communities is very, very important at this time. I'm hearing an ancestor is coming through, or ancestors in general. Building a strong relationship with our ancestors is helping to build that bridge. I'm hearing remembering the old ways, remembering the times when we have been living in tribes. What is the ancestral wisdom that is stored in our DNA? How were our tribes organized in ancient times? Or maybe even not so ancient times. There are still many tribes present today. What can we learn from tribal cultures? If you feel drawn to Native American cultures, or also Siberian shamanism is coming through. Any person who has a connection with shamanic tradition, what do you remember? There is a reason you feel drawn to it. There is a reason why we feel called or drawn to certain cultures or ancient civilizations. What does your soul remember? The candle wax is very slow and steady. I'm being made to feel that your guides, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're giving you one clue after a time. One little hint here, one little hint there. And as you build the bridges, as you reconnect with your soul tribe, one day you will see that all these little droplets are creating this orchestra, this whole story, this whole full picture. I'm seeing a lot of aha moments coming in. The next few years, a lot of soul tribes are meeting again, coming together again. It's for the remembrance of humanity, for the remembrance of our soul. Closing the gaps, filling the gaps of our human story. What are the chapters of our human story that are missing? What are the missing links? Everywhere where there is a question, the answer is encoded in our DNA. And as I say this, the wax is getting stronger and also the flame is getting more intense. There is definitely, some of you are going through DNA activation. That's why the energy is quite intense right now. Some of you are feeling quite intense headaches, dizziness, disorientation, or just inner turmoil. Know that this is okay. Know that you're being held. Know that it's safe. Know that it's all happening for a good reason. It's for you to remember. For you to remember your soul's history, the history of humanity. I'm hearing exciting times ahead. I know it's been tough, but it was meant to be that way. We chose to be challenged in this lifetime, and as I mentioned, some challenges are here to really challenge us, to push our limits, to show our strength, to help us understand our capabilities. But other challenges are there simply to celebrate, simply to play, simply to explore. Being made to feel a very calming energy as a result of meeting Soul Tribe, feeling home, the energy of home. What does home mean to you? Where is home if it's a place? We know that our home is our heart. And where do we find this hearty place? Is it in nature? Is it with a specific person? Is it in solitude? Is it in meditation? Is it while drawing, while dancing? What does home mean to you? What is that frequency? Remember it. Remember the frequency of home. All the sacrifices you have made up until this point, they were only here to give you bigger blessings than you could ever imagine. Because otherwise you would not have done the sacrifice if the blessing was not the other side of the coin. If the blessing was not worth it, the sacrifice would never have been made. So it's about forgetting the pain of what it means to not feel at home, to not feel at peace or one with Source. But it's this very thing which allows us to build new bridges and to reconnect with Source on an even deeper level. Building new bridges, building new neurological pathways, adding a new experience that has not been there before, if the perceived separation from home was not there. At the same time knowing that we're never truly separated. And that it is possible to gather all the seemingly lost parts that have gone astray, all the question marks. Where do I come from? Where do I belong? What is my purpose? We can branch out a lot, go in many different directions, trying to find the answer. But then in the end, we end up where we started. We start with Source, we end with Source. We start with the heart and we end with the heart. I'm feeling your spirit guides are very proud of you for how far you've come. And they acknowledge that it has not been an easy journey, especially in this time. But they're so grateful for your presence. It is your presence that is filling the gaps. It is your presence that is answering the unanswered questions. It is your presence that is bringing warmth and light onto this earth plane. It is your presence that is a beacon of light, an inspiration to enlighten. Now the flame is getting stronger. A lot of activation still ongoing. Our consciousness is going to expand to a degree, to a level that we didn't think is possible in the physical realm. But we are here to do it for the first time in this vessel, to rise in consciousness at such a level. This is new. And that's why so many souls have signed up for this experience. It is a privilege to be here. And once this new energy has solidified, once all the missing links have been filled, once all the parts have been regathered and integrated, it is a solid foundation that is unshakable. A continent that is so vast in its limitation. We are able to expand despite the limitations of the physical realm. We are able to bring in expansion amidst all this limitation. And this is creating a whole new story. I'm seeing a mountain, power places, being taken to Australia, Mount Kailash, Machu Picchu, Mount Fuji. Which place calls to you? Where have you left a golden egg? Where have you left a dragon egg that is waiting to be activated? We have done a lot of preparation work before incarnating. And now is the time to listen to our intuition. If we feel drawn to a certain place, there is a reason behind it. And this is where a new layer is being built. Something new is emerging. When we visit certain places, new codes are being activated. New structures are being built. I'm hearing solar flares. For whom it may concern, yes, they're going to continue for quite some time, but our bodies will adapt. I'm hearing the very intense part is over. Obviously, it's different for everyone, but the more our body changes, the more we are adapting. So what can we do to invite a higher frequency? How can we treat our bodies to accommodate more light? Our bodies are precious. We are not in a flesh cage. We are in a sacred vessel of divine consciousness, and we want to treat our vessel as such, giving our vessel the soul-nourishing foods it needs. Not just physical food, but laughter, spontaneity, curiosity, emotional release, allowing our emotions to be heard and seen, crying, shouting, crying it out, talking about it, writing about it, speaking about it. It's not the time to hide. The time of hiding is over. Yes, it takes courage, but the rewards are only blessings, blessings of joy, blessings of love, divine blessings of love. So what makes your soul sing? What makes your soul shine? What is it that you truly care about? What is your story? Every soul has a story. Every soul has a unique perspective, a unique blueprint. Allow it to come forth, because it is helping humanity as a whole. We need your uniqueness. We need your unique story. That is precisely why you're here. I'm gonna end the reading here. But before I end it, I would like to take a look at this beautiful continent that we've created and see if anything comes up. Yes, all right. I'm noticing how the bottom part is very rugged, but the upper part is very smooth, and yeah, it feels very, very stable. So even if we have gone through challenges, even if we have gone through, many things that hardened us, it's exactly these things which allow us to have a stable foundation in the first place. Without the challenges, we would never be able to acquire the wisdom that we need in order to have a strong foundation. So we never want to forget that truly everything is a blessing. No matter how dark things might seem, no matter how challenging things are, how painful, it's all here to smooth out our soul, to smooth out the pains that have been present on this earth for a long time. So in this process of healing, we're healing our soul, we're healing the earth. It's a win-win situation, and it requires a little bit of strength and self-resilience and patience and humbleness and gratitude and confidence, a whole lot of love, unconditional love and trust and faith. But if we're able to master all of it, then we're truly in flow. And then we can enjoy this experience. We can enjoy our experience, our unique experience, our energy, our essence. We have to embrace both the shadow and the light. We have to embrace both the challenges and the play, the sadness and the happiness. Because if we invite both and see both as the love that they are, then we can be in flow. And then we are part of the flow. And the flow happens through us. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's interesting what came through. Please let me know how you resonated with the messages, and let me know if you like this format. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you a very beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're tuning in. I hope you have a blessed time, and I hope to see you